night. We have the night rescue operation team that move out to make sure that there are no vehicles that have broken down and obstructing the road. You know, so this strategy, which I actually initiated, has assisted in reducing road traffic crash.
You know, Commander, there are people, when that news came out in July, there were about 26 deaths in 16 road accidents in July alone. They felt there were insinuations from Koda saying maybe the FRC in Osun State is not doing enough.
No.
It's not living up to its billings, and that's why it was that high.
Within that period, there was a change of guard. That was a change of guard. That was when I come in, you know. So immediately I came in and I saw this. I worked hard to reduce it. If you find out that in a whole month we may not have any crash at all. In a whole month, even if we have crash, we have just few injuries. In a whole month, you find out if you have crash, maybe one death in that crash. You know, so my strategy has paid off, and I want to assure the people of Osun that you know this strategy will continue. You know, so with more innovation in it, to make sure that we don't experience that kind of
all right. So I mean, looking at it all through, what have you and your team been able to identify as the #1 cause of road crashes in Osun State?
In Osun State, the #1, it is universal. It's speed.
Speed.
Yes, speed is the #1 cause of death on the highway. And then, apart from that, you know, violation of basic traffic rules. Here within Osun State, you see people who they know road traffic violation. Yeah, they are always on the going against the traffic. They won't obey. They won't obey traffic lights. You go to Olaya intersection. You know, they want to violate the traffic light. Traffic violation. Yeah, and then you know a whole lot of things that happen. And these people who carry out especially the road traffic violation. That is the one everyone knows as one way. Are mostly women. Like you go to Olaya, and these are mothers who bring 4 children. And then crashes always take place. They, you know, that take people's lives and property. So what we are talking about is that we must be patient. There must be tolerance. Once people obey traffic rules and regulation, people refrain from speed and move at the right speed limit depending on the vehicle they are using. I think we will be able to reduce road traffic crash to the barest minimum level.
Well, Commander, you know, I recall that the Corps introduced speed limiting devices at some point.
Yes.
Is it not the Corps is admitting that maybe that was ineffective? That was meant to check high speed, breakneck speed that some of these drivers drive. I mean, to reduce road crashes. But if you're still talking about high speed still being the #1 cause of road crashes, isn't like that particular strategy it's not working?
No, we are all carrying out the emphasis. I'm talking to you within this special special operation. We call it Operation Zero Tolerance. You know, we are carrying out now. We are enforcing speed limit violation of speed limit device. But one thing I just want to say is that at the first instance, we are carrying out this enforcement only on commercial motor vehicles. Why? Because most people who own vehicles will likely make use of the commercial tankers, trailers, luxury buses, light buses that are into commercial, transportation. And then, and then because when there's a crash, when these vehicles I just mentioned have crashed, it has a deleterious effect. In fact, it takes a lot of lives because of the people that are, because of the passengers in there. So that's why we started with them. But we have a time frame that very soon we will start the enforcement, on private vehicle, but not now because we have to take instruction from the Federal Road Safety Headquarters. But for now, we are enforcing that, and then we have been apprehending them. We have been equally impounding those vehicles that are all there. If you come to the office and the various unit commands under the sector command, all those vehicles are all impounded until we don't release, until those vehicle, go to purchase this from the vendors.
Okay,
of this.
Co-Commander, there is a growing challenge, let me put it that way,
yes.
Amongst the rank and file of your officers and men,
yes.
And it's corruption, it's bribery. Members of the public have been coming, raising concerns again, saying it seems that road safety officials now and even adept at collecting bribes more than other security agencies that maybe, the alarm has been on them for some time. Have you noticed this? What is the road safety doing about this?
Let me tell you, bribe taking, the Federal Road Safety Corps, the management, and down to the headquarter management, the road safety headquarter, down to the state, to the state headquarter here, have total zero tolerance to corruption. And I want to tell you that I cannot hold, or support anything untoward.
But you know that it's.
But I just no. Listen to me. But I just want to tell you is that those of our staff who are involved are thoroughly sanctioned and in most cases dismissed.
You know what?
But I just want to tell you. But I just equally want to tell you this, that the people who are giving this, who are giving this money to them while on their way are equally liable because they induce them. I want to tell you a time I traveled, because in most cases we are allowed to go by public transport, despite the fact that I have my own official vehicle and I equally have my own private vehicle. But I want to go in order to know what our men are doing, because it's a way of gathering intelligence report for official use. We found out that commercial drivers and even private, private owner are in the habit of inducing the Federal Road Safety Corps people. Not only them, even other uniform agencies. But I happen to be at the middle, in front of their vehicle, commercial vehicle. And then what happened was that the driver said, he brought out money. He said road safety, and then decided to give. Do you understand? I said, why are you? I said, why are you? I said, why are you inducing them?
Yes.
Why are you inducing them? You say, okay, you wanted to fight me. I said, be careful. You don't know who you are fighting with.
Commander.
But I didn't disclose myself. But but later then and I told him, okay, let's see how it goes. We now went to another checkpoint, another traffic, area where the Federal Road Safety Corps are operating. And I said, don't give. And then when we reached there, he never gave. And then they came, they checked, they asked him all the things. He had them. And then he said, go. And I told him, you see, you people are the people that are inducing our men.
If they induce your men, are your men trained? If they induce your men, are your men trained to resist these inducements?
Yes, we have.
Because if you say that, you've been dismissing and punishing those who engage in these acts of bribery.
I am not. What I want to tell you
Nigerians are saying is that it seems it's like a growing trend.
No. It's not growing. It's rather reducing. It's decreasing to the barest minimum level. But I want to use my command here in Osun State.
Have reports been brought to your table, to your knowledge, about some of your men collecting bribes?
As an example, let me tell you, we have what they call ACS.
Okay.
Attempting to corrupt, staff of the Federal Road Safety Corps.
Okay.
It's there. I have a lot of this. For me, the Osun State, command of Federal Road Safety Corps are always commended each time we go for zonal operators meeting. We have meeting. And that we are doing very well because we have a lot of people. We have our people here resist bribe, but people continue to give them. It's the will. We are working. We are working on.
You're saying, your sector command, it's better off.
My sector, I'm not.
There's no prevalence of this bribe taking.
It's not prevalent, but you may have one or two. But the issue is that we have a task force on ground that are moving. We have this collaboration with the IG squad, with the DSS, and then our own internal mechanism You know, we have our intelligence unit, and then we equally have other people within the sector who may not be, but they are equally moving. You know, so they are checking them almost every day.
All right. Well, you know, let's move on to the issue of driver's license.
Yes.
That's one, you know, touchy point for most Nigerians also. They say there seems to be a delay in procurement of the driver's license, and they say what really is the correct procedure to obtain a driver's license?
The correct procedure is that if you are going for a fresh driver's license, you must pass through the driving school. Yes, because we have stopped entertaining you know, issues or situation whereby someone will get you know, trained or will be taught how to drive by his father or mother or his brother or his cousin. Do you understand? You must pass through you know, a certified driving school who are using the road safety certified manual driving school manual.
Certified driving schools.
Yes,
because you know there are many driving schools.
We have certified
in town.
Driving school.
How many of them do we have certified in Osun State?
We have certified driving school. We have 11
in Osun State.
11 in Osun State, and then many more are being certified. As of yesterday, I have 4 or 5, you know, that will soon be certified to add to the 11.
But are you sure that people go through these driving schools?
We are working. People go through driving school because if you don't go through driving school, you definitely are not going to obtain a driver license, because it's the driving school that will sort of process that driver license. If you are actually if you are a new a fresh if you are requesting for a fresh driver license.
So I mean, why then is it delayed? Why then does it take a long time?
Because it's not delayed. It's not delayed. The issue is that people are very impatient. It's not delayed because we have put everything in place. In most cases, people are highly impatient to the extent that they go to patronize touts. But I just want to tell you that we have 2 types of driver license. We have the 3-year driver license that you have to pay 6,350 naira, and then that of the 5-year, yes, but you pay 10,500, and then after that, you fill the form in the system. You know, so after filling the form, then you now go for physical capture. Physical capture means that you must be involved. If you are not involved in any driver license production, you, the owner, that driver license is a fake. You must be involved in its process and production.
How long does it take? I mean, all of this process from joining a driving school, a certified driving school, to when a person gets the driver's license. Yes. What's the time frame? How long does it take?
The time frame for getting driver license, subtracting the time you went to get tutored in a driving school, is 60 days.
60 days?
Yes, 60 days. In that 60 days, you'll be issued a temporary driver license while we wait for the PVC that will come.
And you know, that temporary driver's license is acceptable to your men when they check on the road?
It is acceptable to my men and to all uniform agencies, and then it's open to renewal, renewal.
Okay, if the plastic one has not been, you know, given to you,
you come, it will be renewed until it is available. But there is one thing I just want to say here: a lot of our people are not patient. That's what I said initially. Most of these, plastic, the one you call plastic, we call it PVC.
Yes.
Driver license are in the state, in the MLO. Motor licensing office. Most of them will not come to go and pick it there, but they will go about maligning FRSC and then patronizing fake. So we want to use the opportunity here to tell them that their driver licenses are all there. They are being completed. They then go to the MLO, motor licensing office, and go and pick their driver license.
Okay, that's where they pick it, not your office.
We work in tandem with the MLO in the state. Ours is to produce.
Okay, well, this driver's license, just to get it clearer now, it takes 3 months for the person to go through the driving school, am I right, Commander? It takes 3 months to go through the driving school.
No, 28 days, 29 days.
Just 28 days, 1 month.
Yes.
Then you have 60 days for the processing. So
yes.
in all, we're saying 3 months,
Yes.
for the driver's license, if the person follows due process.
You have to follow due process. If one thing is this: once our people can be very patient enough, I assure you that the issue of patronizing fake will be a thing of the past. It will totally be a thing of the past. But I just want to say that the good aspect of driving, going to driving school is, because road safety is emphasizing on the issue of driving school, training and driving school testing. Training and testing makes you a much better driver. It will help in reducing road traffic crashes on the highway. And then that is why we are talking about, because you will be put to a whole lot of issues. You have to understand the road signs, the traffic lights, and then we will equally take into consideration of your health status. Whether you are, whether you are hypertensive, whether you are deaf, whether you are dumb, whether your visual acuity is, is impaired.
All right.
You understand? So these are the things that I take into consideration, before issuing you this, because we believe that driving is a profession.
Okay.
You can't just go behind steering and then move the machine, because a lot of people, you are going to actually
endanger their lives.
Endanger the lives of many people.
Okay, well, is it the same process for renewal of these licenses?
For renewal, you still go through the biometrics and physical capture.
But there's no point going through a driving school.
No, because you had already attended your driving school.
So how long does this take?
That one is 60 days.
For renewal?
Yeah.
Okay.
60. No, you go for physical capture straight after you have paid your what will I call it? After you have paid
the renewal fee.
Yeah, the renewal fee. After you have paid your fee for renewal, it's almost the same. There's no difference between that and that of fresh, and then you'll be subjected to all those physical capture, biometrics, and then you are given a temporary, and then you wait for 60 days before the PVC comes out. I equally want to make use of opportunity here. We have over 6,000 driver license yet to be collected.
6,000?
Yes, 6,000.
Are they in your offices or at the MLO?
They are in MLO office. And the people here, most of them go about, so in most cases, if we ascertain the time you were subjected to physical capture and the time you are now coming to tell us that you are being harassed by the police or other security agencies, and that you are this, we will check it, and then we have the record. We will be able to now tell you go and pick or not. So that we have stopped as regards those other ones. We have stopped renewing for them. So in order to make them to go and actually pick their own PVC that are lying there in MLO office.
All right. Well, the FRSA came out sometime not long ago about having psychiatric examination for some drivers.
Yes.
What informed that particular decision?
Yes, because we have a lot of reprobate drivers. People are, when people go behind steering, they are monsters. They are no longer, human beings. Sometimes we don't know what actually is guiding them. So what we are saying is that we have we have to check the emotional balance of such a person by directing the person to go for psychiatric test.
Do you do that here in Osun State? Have you done it for anyone here in Osun State?
Yes. We don't make noise, but a lot of people will come and tell us, please don't make it open. But the issue is that we have to make it open.
But how successful
we have to make it open to tell people, because we have to go and meet a professional.
On whose cost is it? Is it on the or is it on the bill of the FRC, on the bill of the driver?
We have a collaboration. All this, we have a collaboration with the, with. Anyway,
I'm saying who pays for the test?
I think it's the person that goes for the test, that pays for the test, because we direct you to where to go. You must show the paper that that you are really sane.
And in the course of this test,
we will tell you where to go, the particular
hospital.
That are approved for you to go for such, because we know that if we don't actually if you don't direct you to a particular, you can go and bring in a fake paper.
So I mean,
telling us that you are sane or whatever. But it is a psychological thing, because when we direct you to go and actually examine yourself, your psychological balance.
And so, what have you discovered? Have you seen any driver that you've asked to go and do a psychiatric test actually having psychiatric issues?
In most cases, they don't have, but it's a psychological thing. In most cases, they don't have. It's just that within that period is a swoon. Someone within that period. But it's a psychological kind of thing. But we are not. It's a way, because you have pushed us to the extreme to take such action, and then you as a person or a motorist, of course, you feel you be affected psychologically. The aim is to bring sanity on a highway, bring sanity on that person, so that next time you will be very careful, because the people that are killing are human beings. We are not supposed to be decimating our humankind. We are not, because human beings are the people that make the world to go around. Without the humankind, there won't be the world. So what are we talking about? The people that are dying in road traffic crash are the youths, the people that hold the future of the society. And these are youths have parents, they have loved ones who depend on them, they have brothers and sisters, they have wives, they have children. And when these crashes take place, those children are rendered useless, because if the man is not, if the youth or the person involved in the crash didn't die, he may sustain a serious injury, and then the society suffers. The family, the children become orphans.
All right.
And then the wives become widow, or the husband become widower, and then it affects the social lifestyle of that family. It affects, and at the end of the day, poverty sets into the society. What we are saying is here that road traffic crash in Nigeria, I think it's becoming higher than some diseases where everyone fear about. AIDS, cancer, diabetes, hepatitis, and all this, because the crash doesn't ring a bell, and then it can happen in a split second, and then they say the person is dead. You see, but those diseases I've just mentioned, they are there. They will give you signals that they are there, and they will try to. So what we are saying is that the road traffic crash is actually becoming something we should chew about. It's decimating human beings.
All right. Well, just before we open the phone lines, Commander, let's talk about the issue of tires. How do you identify an expired tire? That is one thing that is very confusing to many road users also. What is the correct way to use your tire? How do you purchase your tire, and then how do you maintain a tire, and which one is the right one to use?
Unfortunately, our people, maybe due to the poverty within the society, especially, people go for Tokumbo tires.
But people tell you that Tokumbo tires, aside the fact that maybe they are cheaper, they also use the word in quote, rugged.
Tokumbo tires are disused tires. Tires that have been used and disused, and then our people go to pick it. So our people in Europe more superior than our people here. So what we are saying is that tires that have been used in most cases, those tires are if they have discarded those tires, they remain discarded. We should not be a receptacle for picking those disused tires from Europe, and then our people will come and use it because we are animals. We are not animals. We are equally human beings created by God, like them. So what are we talking about? Tires are manufactured. We have a cross ply. We have a radial tire. Radial tires are the best, and tubeless are much more better because it saves you a whole lot of problems. Getting tube, passing tube, putting the tube inside the tire and pumping it. That sort of stuff. Tubeless has come. Is a technology that is
Is there a way to identify when a tire will expire?
Yes, yes.
Can you tell us that?
Yes, we have a way of identifying tires. You go to buy tire in the wherever you see where they are selling the new tires. You look at the DOT, date of the DOT there is written, and then you have something like 4 figures. That is, let's say 15, 17, or 2013. Written immediately after the DOT. Then say 2013 is the first week of manufacture.
2013.
20 in the 2013.
Okay.
Is 20. The 20 is the first week of the manufacture, and then
the 13.
The 13 is the last is the year of manufacture. So from the year of manufacture, that is going to the thing was produced at
the 28th week of the year 2013.
Say, yes.
Okay.
You understand? Now, if you are purchasing a tire, the lifespan of a tire is between 3 and 4 years. So you now count, say, 2013. If you go to the market now to purchase a 2013 tire in 2017, it's already
expired already.
It's already expired because 4-year lifespan. Whether you have used it or you have not used it. But most people will disagree with you. But that's that.
All right.
Because we have had most crashes as a result of tire bursts, expired tires, while people are on high speed. And we are saying why people should be wary of speeding, taking into consideration of the tire. You don't know the make of the tire. You don't know the make of the tire because there are different kinds of tire, in the market.
Well, Commander, let me come in at this point because we have to open the phone line to get our people back home to join this conversation. Ask a couple of questions and make their own contributions. So we ask you to call our line 0806 867 6163 0806 867 6163 and then 0902 427 3808 as well as 0903 648 7177. That's the number to call. 0905, beg your pardon, 648 7177, 0905 648 7177 and also 006 867 6165. Let's open the phone line to you now. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Collins from Oshogo.
Collins, we have 30 seconds.
Yeah. It's easier said than done. It's very sweet the way the man is talking about it. It's not like that. Like 3 weeks ago, I tried to renew my driver's license. The service there was so frustrating and was so bad. Even I noticed there was no synergy like that, integration between the stipulated banks and the commission, in the sense that I paid in the let's say 1 o'clock. See how that my payment didn't reflect on their system, and I had to go back. I went there 3 consecutive days, no service, for them to print out my distance.
All right, thank you, Collins. Let's get the commander to respond. Let's take a couple of calls, then we get the commander to respond. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
What's your name? Where are you calling from? Your name again, please. All right, let's have your contribution.
I want to ask a question.
Please do.
I want to know about how many age can someone be before he collected the driving license.
Okay, the age before someone can collect a driver's license. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah, my name is Akin Adi.
Thank you for joining us, sir.
I want to ask the commander, to what extent is their involvement in this marking of roads? We have seen some roads in Osun State now, especially in Osun, that are being marked by the state government. And I don't think there has been any form of education to be given to the drivers, the users of those roads. So at the time now, the road safety corps will go and stand at the point there and start arresting people.
Okay.
That they have committed a road traffic offense.
Education on road markings. Okay, let's see messages on WhatsApp and also on Twitter. Let's start with this one on WhatsApp. Mr. Kende from Odia is saying, please, Commander, you meant to say, your people are collecting 200 naira from Korokwe along Odia Expressway. Express Road every day. That's the commander will respond to that at appropriate time. And this one reads, okay, saying, Oladeli from Oshogbo, I was in a car coming from Merinle some weeks ago and was stopped by road safety corps officials because I wasn't putting on a seatbelt, though I wasn't the one driving but only sitting at the front seat. The road safety corps wanted to write a fine of about 5,000 naira for that offense. Isn't that officious writing that huge amount for just a civic offense? After begging, he demanded for something. We didn't induce him, but he demanded for it, but eventually didn't receive any. Please beseech the official to educate drivers on the road rather than exploiting them. And this one said, good morning, please. What is the meaning of PVC? That's Mama Ghana from Hallelujah. Because of our time, let's just take the responses now. Quickly, let's start, because of our time, Commander, we just give short responses to those questions. The person who talked about being fined 5,000 naira for sitting in front and not wearing a seatbelt, what's the official fee or fine or penalty for that?
The official penalty is that same 5,000 is mentioned.
He feels it's too much.
No, the issue is that the person talking about is trying to, he's trying to seek for sympathy because he doesn't know that it is his life that is at stake. The driver is on seatbelt and the driver did not tell him, or he did not remember to
everybody in the car should be on the seatbelt.
Affix the seatbelt. The person in front is more endangered than, although I'm not saying that those at
the back
are not equally, but in most cases when there's a crash, those people die instantly.
Okay, Commander, because of our time, someone also called about synergy. He said he wanted to get a license. It's not as smooth as you're saying it here.
The issue is this: we have a synergy between the bank and the.
He said there was no service. No,
the service. Everyone knows that in services, are fluctuating. So we depend on the service. We depend on the service everyone uses.
It's not your fault. It's not from anyone else.
It is not our fault.
Why are you doing anything to improve it?
We are doing everything possible to make sure. But that's why we are talking about patience. Let people be patient. Our people are not always patient.
All right. And then what about the age? What's the right age for someone to enter? 18 years.
Yes.
18. And then what about road markings? Are you educating drivers on these road markings?
Yes, because we are running public enlightenment in the parks. Almost every other day in the parks. And the school, we have road safety clubs in the nursery, primary school, and the secondary school.
Commander, we have to go now because of our time. We appreciate you coming on Frank Talk this morning on Rave 91.7 FM. Corps Commander Anthony Oko is the sector commander of the Federal Road Safety Corps. I wanted to ask, what's the difference between the Federal Road Safety Corps and the Federal Road Safety Commission?
The Federal Road Safety Commission is the governing Council
Okay.
that oversees the Federal Receptive Corps. The Federal Receptive Corps is made up of officers and men,
All right.
Carrying out the job.
Thank you very much, Commander, for coming on Frank Talk this morning. We appreciate you, and members of his team also who came along with him. On behalf of the team and executive producer Femi Adefila, my name is Femi Olanipekun. I'd like to thank you very much. I'd like to apologize again for coming a bit behind schedule today. We'll see you tomorrow. Do our first. Bye bye.
Pleasure.
Rave 91.7 FM.